bulls? Do you like barrels? Do you like horses? Do you like cowboys? That's what we're talking about today, because we have on the video streaming. Go back and watch that at 1065 Corn Country at iowacorncountry.com. And Randy Taylor's joining us today. Randy, how are you?
It is a good day. Good morning, Jay. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I tell you what, how long have you been in the rodeo business? Is it rodeo? Is that what you call it? Or is it just a bull bash, barrel racing kind of thing?
It's the Waterloo Bull Riding Challenge presented by Coors, and this will be my 30th year to address that community at the very historic McElroy Hippodrome Auditorium, and it is a pleasure. It's one of my favorite stops along the past 3 decades. Wow.
Wow, that's it. Now, did you do bull riding yourself?
Yes, sir. I got on a lot of bulls. I qualified for the College National Finals Rodeo. And then in the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association, we honed it down to just bareback bucking horses. But the bulls this weekend, presented by Big Bucks Pro Rodeo, are outstanding. I mean, they jump high and kick hard. They're amazing. Have you been to a bull riding, Jay?
Oh, I have. And people said, Jay, you ought to get on one of those. And he said, you can't give me $1 million to jump on the back of one of them things.
Well, you're kind of like me. We have a guaranteed paycheck. Those guys might have a plane ticket and an entry fee tied up in 8 seconds and ride the bull, and all we have to do is just shoot the bull, Jay.
Right. So, Randy, have you done the horses and the bulls, or just the bulls?
I've announced rodeos, but I was a former competitor in the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. But my job announcing is so much fun, and we get to apply our experiences to the action in the arena, and there's going to be plenty of it. Jay, there's a couple of bullfighters here that are amazing. They're Leo Garcia and Garrett Wilkinson. One's out of Idaho and the other out of Utah. They are worth a ticket. Those guys are fearless. Matadors, only they take care of the bull riders. We have 36 entries. We'll take a break after the first round, come back, watch the stellar trick riding cowgirls, which are worth a ticket itself, come back for the Coors Championship round, and then there's a dance that's free with your rodeo ticket or your bull riding ticket. So it's a full evening of cowboy fun. Get your Wranglers, your Justin boots, and come rub some buckles with a live band after the show. It's a Western affair extraordinaire.
Well, and there's things for kids to do too. They don't get in there with the bulls, but they got a little mutton busting going on.
Yes, sir. Silver Spurs Saddle Shop has sponsored that mutton busting for years, and it's very entertaining. I think that you need to sign up for that maybe in advance. But if you'd like to save some bucks, you can go to Taco John's, get some $3 coupons. And also, if you need some Wranglers to go to the bull riding and the dance, go to your participating Wrangler retailers. And if you purchase $75 worth of Wrangler jeans or shirts, you get a bull riding ticket at no charge.
Wow, it's that easy, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how about that? So the whole thing got kicked off Thursday night. Last night, so we're on Friday, and so it goes till tomorrow too, correct?
Yes, sir. Well, 7:00, Waterloo, Iowa, Hippodrome Arena. Once again, it's the Waterloo Bull Riding Challenge presented by Coors, 7:00 Friday and Saturday night, February 28th and March 1st. 2 performances, and it's a full jam-packed action opportunity for fun and excitement. We have a rodeo clown, Jay, that is second to none. I mean, this guy, Gizmo Dale McCracken out of Missouri, is tremendous. He is amazing. He is talented, and he is funny. So I think there's a full venue of competition and lots of fun.
Man, I tell you what, those guys are lifesavers in a lot of situations, because it could be some day. It's one of the most dangerous sports there is, Randy.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all. I mean, it's right there next to dirt track, sprint car racing, and boxing. I mean, when a guy ties a glove on his wrist and steps in the ring, he knows what he's doing. Only instead of like compared to stepping on a football field, you might be up against a great big lineman that weighs 300 pounds. Well, these bulls, they weigh 1,200, 2,200 pounds, and they are agile, they are athletic, and they are very territorial. And you nod your head and turn it loose, and it's very entertaining, Jay.
Oh man, I just don't know how I've met them over the years, different riders, and I've told them, I said, you guys are nuts. What are you thinking? Right?
Well, Well, I mean, it is that boxer mentality. I mean, you step in the ring, and what's fun about it is when you're traveling and riding bulls for a living, you have to overcome the fear of getting hurt, the fear of failure, and sit down and handle your job because the techniques are as subtle or as aggressive as a golf swing. I mean, you have to do everything just right to maintain your balance and stay on a 1,400-pound animal that does not want you there. So the technique is extremely precise, and these gentlemen are very mentally adept, and they have to converge their minds into the
So,
attitude that it takes to accomplish such a feat.
so what? How young can a person get involved in bull riding? I mean, I've seen younger people do it. 16, 17-year-olds. You got to be that they get involved in it. I mean, do you just all of a sudden go, "Hey, I think I'm gonna go jump on the back of a bull that doesn't want me there"?
Well, like you mentioned a while ago, they have the mutton busters, the sheep riders, and some people, especially in rural areas, will start that young, and then they move up to calves, and then steers, and hopefully their process into a career that can hurt you very young. Uh, they put a handle on it. They keep it where they ride bulls that are at their level. You don't want a 14-year-old stepping out there and getting on major league bucking bulls for practice. You just want to do you don't want to do that. You want them to gradually and develop their skills and their attitude and a winning attitude and climb to the pros hopefully. And we'll see a variety of contenders that are at the college level, and some of them are pros and have been to the Wrangler National Finals, Rodeo, and more. So it's sanctioned by the Bull Riders of America. And with that, we'll have guys that are on tour in the pros. We'll have college students competing. So it's a variety of talent, and the Bulls don't care. They don't care if you're young or you're a seasoned veteran. They're going to do their job.
Yeah. Randy, let me ask you this. What's the difference between, or how realistic is it when, because I'll get on a mechanical bull. How different is that from the real thing?
It's like in vitro in vivo. I mean, we have so many analogies for that. Is it live or is it in a chemistry lab? You
Yeah.
know, it's very different. The mechanical bulls are used for practice, and they're used to get down some of the foundation of the techniques. It's actually an art to ride bulls, and the maneuvers and the moves that you make. As I mentioned, the analogy of a golf swing uh, or a tennis racket swing. You've got to do it just right to make it happen, and the mechanical bulls certainly make that available. But you get on a bull, and it's a whole different world. I mean, you can smell them, you can feel them, you can hear them. They're blowing snot everywhere. They're big. They're intimidating if you let them be. There's some similarities, and there's a lot of differences.
Yeah. I'd probably get the bull snot right in my eye and I couldn't see it. I'm trying.
Well, hopefully you stay on top of the bull and not in front of the bull. That's
Yeah.
not where you want to be.
Right. Exactly. Well, it sounds like, I mean, I've been to them before and they're always a lot of fun to watch, and the crowd entertainment, the clowns are always great, as well. And they're funny. They're going to be mic'd up doing stuff too, right?
Oh yes, Dale Gizmo McCracken, our funny man, will be mic'd up, and he is comical. I mean, he has some acts that are fun, but just his mind. He reminds me of Robin Williams. He's just so fast, and he's funny. He's very entertaining. He's a lot of fun. Now, the bullfighters in the last few decades, the bullfighters' job is to specifically attract the bulls to them after the rider has been on the ground. It's their job. There's two of them, like I said, to distract the bull from the fallen bull rider and step in between them. And that's entertaining in itself. And then Gizmo, he's there for nothing but entertainment and cracking everybody up and having a good time.
Well, if you've never been out to see bull riding or horseback or barrel racing and things like that, you got to go out there for yourself. And if you got kids, it's a family event too. So it's for everybody.
Yes, sir. I brought my family there, and there's not many dances that I'll take my young 12-year-old to. And I took her to this dance, and we learned how to two-step and had a good time. The Dale, the Gizmo, the rodeo clown is very clean. The competition is keen. I mean, it will be cutting edge and a lot of fun to enjoy for the entire family, as you said. Tickets are rated for the entire family. Like we mentioned, you can save some bucks if you go to Taco John's for Friday night and get $3 coupon per ticket. Go to Wrangler retailers, participating retailers, buy $75 worth of jeans, or just get online. nationalcattlecongress.com. Get your tickets now. Friday night, 7 o'clock with the big dance after. We're going to wipe the slate clean and do it all over again and seek our champion. Saturday Night Live there at the Hippodrome Arena in Waterloo, Iowa.
Randy, thank you so much for joining us here this morning. Randy Taylor, he's been doing this for 30 years, and it's the Big Bucks Pro Rodeo happening, like you said, this weekend. So, again, Randy, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Jay. We appreciate the coverage from our friends at 106.5 Corn Country.